Hello, my name is Tanya and I'm an architectural designer at Troika Design Workshop. So I studied in Boston in the US at Wentworth Institute of Technology. Architecture is something that I'm passionate about because it involves so many different facets of our lives. It's something that involves art, culture, mathematics, engineering. It's something that just encompasses so much of what we see in our daily lives, and that's something that really fascinated me and intrigued me to study architecture. Typically, when I get to the office, I have to start off with a cup of tea. Then I set up my workstation, then I start working. But I'm typically, from my desk to a different location. It's always up and down. Architecture is something that's so wholesome. So inspiration comes from literally anything and anyone. Literally music, art, culture. They're all different things that inspire me and I'm sure inspire so many other architects. So the process starts off with an idea. It starts off with a concept that then will, in turn into walls, into a building, into a built form. It starts off with a sketch. It starts off with, a doodle, something that's very broad, like very abstract and not necessarily concrete. And then, talking with the clients, you then start to hear what they want to have done, and you take in what they need in that specific project, and then you also bring in your creativity and you kind of merge the two and create like a marriage, and then from there it's developed into something that's a building. I would say the challenge is there isn't a right or wrong answer when it comes to the process or design, because design is very subjective. I can do something and someone might find it to be very amazing, and then someone else may look at it and be like, ooh, this is this is not necessarily the best. So I think the challenge is in that, trying to find the middle ground, or just to try to find your voice in the design itself, because it's a creative form, it's art. Some may love it, some may hate it. I think as women we also have something different to offer. Of course, as an architect, we're all taught the same. You can't necessarily say that a man is a better architect than a woman, because we all have the same education if we look at it from the plain point of view. But through our experiences in life and the different challenges that we faced based on our gender and all of that, we all have different things that we can bring to the table that are besides the education that we have. I would like to see more representation of women in the built environment, because it's very surprising to see the way that you can meet a contractor or a builder and be like, okay, you're the first woman I've seen who's like, an architectural designer. Like, I remember that it happened one of the times that I went to site. They were literally surprised that we were there to, do a site survey. So there's not a lot of representation, and I think going forward that would be something that would be amazing to see. Yeah, there are quite a few, but I would say ones that really opened my mind would be Delirious New York by Rem Koolhaas, and Learning from Las Vegas, Denise Scott Brown and Robert Venturi. Yes to more women in the built environment. Together we can.